Hey lovelies, here we are back again on this big old building of Tertia as we work on getting the interior finally done over the whole superstructure, which is a big mess of concrete. We've finally made it down to the bottom floor to where I have no idea what I want to do with it. All I know is I've got this one lopsided tree right here, and I'm going to try to leave it there. It's lopsided because I accidentally punched out one leaf and a whole bunch of stuff rotted off. Contemplated doing the flooring like the walkway, but that doesn't really do the transition from outdoor to indoor. At least not to me. I will keep the same lighting though because it looks nice. So I'm going to get most of the floor done and then I'm going to change my mind. You're welcome. Spoiler alert, I guess. I mean, it looks kind of nice, it looks kind of homey, but this really, you know, it's a rather large building lobby, so... Contemplated turning the whole stinking floor blue. That would be so much blue, nobody would survive it in a good mood. That idea didn't even make it off the ground, really. Not even a quarter of the floor. So, then I was trying to figure out how to, in Minecraft, do those, cube optical illusions. I tried. I don't even know how. I fiddled around and finally just kind of winged a pattern and made it repeat. Which in the end does pretty good. Not so great from this angle, but you know. Well, from this angle and with vines in our face, but yeah. I don't know what the cameraman was doing outside. Trying to get a better view? I don't know. But going with the elevator tower design coloring with the quarried stone and the frostbound brick. Doing that for all the floor. I really need to do something about the floor sticking out of the glass, but I think that would look kind of weird to have the decorative tile flooring sticking out to the outside of the building, so I think I need to just completely scrape off that idea. Ooh, this roof is getting really low over here. Oh, I think I put in a giant 5-floor waterfall over there. I think that's what's going on. Yes, it is! It's on the diagonal elevator, because the space just begged for it. So I'm thinking with this, like, really, really low ceiling going on here, that I might just block it off and have it be like a small kitchen for, I don't know, whatever they want to make. I'm thinking a small kitchen for a cafe, but that's still a pretty big kitchen, so it is what it is. And I think that was metal blocks. And then I went into reinforced concrete to actually put some proper supports under the building. That just seemed logical. I did go to the effort to dig all the way down until I found rock to put the supports on. And I think I made them pretty hefty ones anyway. It's not like I've really got corners to deal with, but tried to space them out as evenly as I could. Especially with the ones coming out in the bay. I don't even know if it's big enough to be a bay. Still gonna throw back inspiration to the Ellie Ward Architecture Final for school with the concept tower of spiraling goodness. Which does encourage a building to actually, you know, be a home. Though I think in theirs, unlike mine, it actually steps out in the middle. Gets kind of interesting organic shapes going on, but I might attain that in my balconies, or some of the smaller homes might actually mezzanine out. We'll see when we get around to the working on the individual interiors. Let's see, what are these? What am I doing? Oh, support beams to connect the horizontal support beams to connect to the verticals. The hole in the roof over there made it kind of interesting, so they all got to angle a bit to match it. Decided you can't really... You can't have a shoreline like this under a building and not make use of it. I mean, we've got a park on the top, may as well have a park on the bottom. So we're going to echo the same kind of flooring that we had there and beef up the supports. I tried to not kill that brown dye tree in doing this. I mostly succeeded. I had to punch a lot of leaves out on it, but it mostly survived. Then, I was trying to figure out how to not make this drab concrete roof be really what we're going to look up at on this park. And since I can't project, you know, sky-looking things up there, I found the next best thing. It's a landscaping stuff. No, it's not landscaping. What's the word? Words. Topiary grass, that's what it's called. It is a block that looks like grass on all sides, so I'm like, yep, we'll totally plant grass on the roof of the bottom of the building. And totally grass and moss in the stairway going up to the building. There will be a bigger entry and exit than what goes to this little farm garden park at the bottom. Should we put a farm in here? I mean, there's not a lot of lots, so I don't know how well that'll do. Or should we just leave it more of a park, somewhere to hang out? Let me know. Also, still let me know suggestions for what to put in the building when I get around to the interiors. Still open for that. I think my cameraman was really fascinated with the topiary grass. Almost looks like AstroTurf from here. Whee! So we got that put in, be it a park or a farm. I think I shoved lights in the pond that was over there just to try to brighten things up. And going to use this reinforced concrete to try to, well, reinforce the glass. At least somewhat. I just have to find even spacing to do so. Which is pretty okay with how it broke up, except for that one. That one annoyed me. It smelled like cheese. And checking out the interior spaces, which from here they're looking pretty reasonable. Going around and getting my spacing all the way around while we're over here checking out the future interior sizes and colors, and it looks like a hot mess, honestly. It really does. It looks like such a mess from the outside. I think I did on the upper floors decide to, yeah, finish in the exterior at least. It might be another bridge to cross when I put in the interior flooring, depending on whether it's just carpet over or whether it's a lot of micro-blocking. We'll see how that comes out. That's a very dark home right there. Of course, I can't say anything for right now. But I think putting some exterior framing and bracing has definitely firmed it up and given it a lot more solidity. Rigidity. Looks like it might actually survive something more than a stiff breeze. All the way up to the park level, where I decided that even the glass dome nugget needs some support. Looks like the apple tree's got apples on it too. How fun! I don't know if that's a forestry apple tree or a Natura apple tree. How do you pick apples off of forestry trees? I know that the automatic farms can do it. But I know that the Natura, what are they, dark wood, that make the gray apples, you have to break the leaves that have the apples on to do it, so it ends up meaning that you have to replant the tree a few times. However it works out. So putting in the supports, I decided that that was just too heavy to have the 2. So ease that one off, and I thought about attempting to make it do a radial design, but I couldn't figure out how to make my guide show me that. So we're gonna go orthogonal, thank you very much. And support the main portion, call it a day, right? I'm tempted in that top center square to stained glass it in with a design or something. But the park is pretty much finished. Maybe put some benches in. And the homes and or shops and or whatever else is going to be up next. Gonna link camera, inspiration, and leave a request if you guys would so kindly send me the suggestions for what to put in, because we're gonna get started on that next episode.